All right, everyone. I said it before, but before we jump into the newest form of ATX Movie Guys YouTube channel, my name is Marco, just a guy in Austin, Texas who really likes movies. And I made it very clear early on that I wanted to do just more, not just interviews as I'm building out this YouTube channel. And I really like talking to people. I think the content creator space in film is so much fun. So every week we're going to be dropping videos that focus on introducing you to some of my favorite film talkers and some of my friends in the film talk community. So we'll be doing roundtables, we'll be doing draft picks, we'll be doing debates. It's going to be a great time that I'll be dropping every single Tuesday. And today is our first go at this, and I am too excited for this. Today, I have two friends of mine that I met through Film Talk. Super excited to have them introduce themselves here in a second. But we are going to be doing a draft pick style draft, I guess is the best way to put it. But before we jump into exactly what the topic is, because it is very timely, I'm going to let them introduce themselves. I will have Ethan, if you want to go first. Go for it.
Sweet. Ethan, you can find me at Real Motive on TikTok. Try and post multiple times a day. Hopefully TikTok can free me from jail. So yeah, Real Motive on TikTok.
Love it. Logan, go for it.
What's up, everybody? My name's Logan. You can find me at Film Talk 25 on TikTok or film.talk25 on Instagram. Pretty much same thing as Ethan. Posts twice a day. And free my boy Ethan out of View Jail on TikTok.
And same sentiment. Everyone free Ethan. I'm gonna put hashtag free Ethan over the whole screen. But what's it called? But yes, Logan, Ethan, and I have daily conversations on messages of what the best movies are, what's happening with this one thing, and we decided today to do a draft pick order, especially with the release of Disclosure Day. Steven Spielberg, we talk about it all the time, or we've talked about it today anyway, how he has some of the best opening sequences in film. So we are going to be drafting our favorite or the movies we think have the best opening sequences in film. We've already kind of start talking on the side of how if someone picks our pick, we're going to lose it. So you might see some emotions happening in this one. But the way it'll go is I'm going to pop up a wheel here in a second. It'll pick the draft order because I do refuse to be accused of cheating. We'll be doing this here in a second, and it'll pick the draft order. And then from there, the person that picked first in the previous round will go to the bottom, and it'll keep bumping everyone back down and around. So we have a good fair amount of people going through. We'll each have 4 picks, and then we will be posting these on our socials, and we'll talk. We'll have you all tell us like who was right, who was wrong, and we'll go from there. But I will share my screen here in a second, and we can get going on picking our draft order. Let's see. I've never used this before, so this is going to be a thing.
Yeah.
Here we go. There we go. All righty. To start the draft, the first pick in the best opening sequence draft goes to land it. Okay, see, you can't be mad at me for that. You can't be mad at me for that.
This was pre-recorded.
This was scripted.
No, it's the big man upstairs script. That's whose script it is. It's his. But all right, going second. Ooh, second we got. Is he gonna lock it down? Ethan and Logan, you'll be rounding us out in the draft. Do you want me to spin it for you, Ethan? So it picks. I'm joking. So it picks you. But all right, cool. So we'll go ahead and kick things off here. The way it'll go. Obviously, there's no real clock. We kind of already started planning this out here. But we'll pick our movie, and then we will go into discussing a little bit about it, why, and you all can. We will be able to like jump in, have a little bit of conversation around it as well as we go through. So, with the number 1 pick in the best opening sequence draft, it's going to be no surprise if you've watched any video of mine or if you visited my Letterboxd, it has to be Scream. It has to be Scream for me. The first original Scream from 1996. I think it goes in the book as one of the best, if not the best opening sequence, with Drew Barrymore being chased and called up by Ghostface and giving us a new entry into what horror completely looks like. I don't obviously I wasn't privy to film back in the day. I did watch this movie when I was 7, but I didn't realize the impact this would have. Yes, my parents were big F around and find out people, and I said I wanted to watch this movie with my sister, who was a teenager at the time, and they were like, you know what? Good luck, have a good time. And yeah. But yes, this movie has done amazing things for me. It's one of my favorite movies. It's my favorite movie, actually, and I even gift this movie to people every now and then. So just a call out there. But yes, this is easily one of the best opening sequences. The tension it rises, the way the camera pans. If I'm not mistaken, it took a whole day to film this opening sequence as well. Drew Barrymore being thought of as going to be the lead character in the movie gets up becoming within the first 10-15 minutes of the film. It's just a top tier. It's a top tier opening sequence. And then cut to the title card where the mom drops the phone and just yells. You zoom in on Drew Barrymore's face, title card. Amazing. Just overall amazing sequence for me. So definitely my pick.
Yeah, I wanted to steal that.
Yeah, I want to be on record that I would have picked this as well. This would have been one of probably my first or second pick if I had a choice. But
I would have left. I would have canceled this entire thing if that happened. But yes, that'll be mine. Ethan, over to you for your number 1 pick, the number 2 pick in the overall draft.
So Scream was obviously number 1 choice, but to go with the movie I literally just watched, 2001: A Space Odyssey. The opening scene with just the apes that end up becoming really smart, I think, is so well done. And then there are some really interesting things done in the scene as well, where they throw the bone up in the air and then it cuts to the big space station, spaceship thingy. Just so well done. I mean, maybe the ape suits aren't holding up the best, but that's the only nitpick I could have with that scene. I think it is perfect and just the best opening to what that movie leads to being.
I'm excited to watch it again. I know I'm very harsh on this movie. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm very much like, it's a typical film bro kind of movie. I know I say that a lot, but I'm actually watching it on my birthday. It's going to be like one of the last showings at the Paramount before they restore it. So I'm excited to see it in theaters. I've never seen it in theaters, so I think it'll be a fun watch. And I do remember the opening scene, and it does grab you. And I understand that is a big reason why people love this movie so much.
Yeah, it's very captivating.
Oh yeah. All right, Logan, what we got here?
I got my first overall pick. I was a little worried. I thought someone was going to snag it, but I'm going with the opening scene for The Dark Knight, the best villain introduction of all time. It doesn't get better than that. That's the shot of him standing on the sidewalk with the mask backwards in his hand. I mean, that's one of my favorites. Just scenes in movie history. The bank heist, Joker hopping out of the bus. You can't beat it, man. It's just, and then he says that when he puts the gas in his mouth, dude, that's like one of my favorite scenes of all time. It only makes you stranger. Like I just love that scene so much.
I think it's wild because honestly, that was going to be my second pick if it somehow dropped that low. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
It would have been my second pick. But yeah, no, to your point, just a great intro to an amazing villain.
Yeah.
Ethan, or go for it, Logan.
I was going to. Does it go back around?
I think it's Logan.
I'll be pushed to the back, so Ethan will go go next, then you'll go, and then I'll go.
Oh,
so kind of snake draft, but then the next round you'll go first, I'll go second. So, but yes, I think 3 really great picks across the first round. I'm not gonna lie, I think I win. Though I'm just gonna be honest with you on that one. But
just
I have
draft
to say,
order there.
Random. It's all random. Let's be honest now. But yes, okay, Ethan, start us off with our second round here.
All right, I'm between a few here. I think I'm going to go with Boogie Nights. I don't know. That's my favorite PTA. Personally, I know he's got a few bangers, but that just drops you right into the movie, and then just the one take that's going on there, it is so damn good. I mean, I don't know what more I could even say about it. And you're just getting shown all of some of these characters. It's chef's kiss.
Ooh, is it a recent watch for you, like first watch for you, or have you seen
Um,
it?
It was for
Semi-recent,
me.
I mean, like, last few months, I would say.
I remember I couldn't watch it. My parents wouldn't allow me to watch it when I was like, obviously, when I was younger. But it'd be like on Cinemax or like on Stars or something. And I remember like it'd be on. My mom was like, "No, turn that off."
You just wouldn't think it would be that good, but it is.
It's a wild ride for sure. It's definitely a wild ride, but a fun one for sure.
I think the opening scene's probably the best shot scene in that film to me.
Yeah.
I think that's like the best. Just like the directing and the club is just so much fun. I love that scene.
Definitely a good time. Logan.
I have a lot of. I thought Ethan was going to go with Spielberg. That's why I was getting nervous. I thought he was going to take something from me. Um, I think I'm just going to go with my gut, and I'm going with a Spielberg. I'm going to go with Saving Private Ryan. I'm going to go with Saving Private Ryan. The D-Day scene, dude, storming the beach. There's like no dialogue for like 10 minutes, and it just like fully immerses you into the movie. Like that scene is just so insane. I remember the first time I was watching it, I thought it was like live footage. This is crazy, dude. How did Spielberg get this? It's just like no one talks. There's no words. It's just gunshots and like the sound of waves and just like it's nuts. But that's one of my favorite scenes of all time.
It's definitely on my short list. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's up
On
there.
my alternates. I'm not gonna lie, but also a very good pick. Anything to add there, Ethan, on Saving Private Ryan?
I mean, everything Logan said basically just drops you right in, and it's insanely realistic. Like, I don't think there's anything more realistic than that.
I mean, for when it came out too, like it like very much still holds up that scene. So I totally get it. Um, my next pick, I think is a bit of a wild card. I'm gonna go with Scott Pilgrim versus the World as my number two pick. I think I probably should have held it. I probably should have held it because I don't think I'm not sure if either of you would have grabbed it, but I think that like the way it goes into title card is one of the coolest, most visually appealing scenes I have ever seen in a movie. How it's just a band. Like it looks like it's going to be just a regular movie where it's a band full of misfits and everything. And then the title card hits you with just like zooming in and what's it called? Um the eyes just open wide and you hear the music and it gets you going and you know you're going to be in for a wild ride. But I it has to be Scott Pilgrim for me. It's one of my favorite movies too. So I think it gets the people going. It's true Edgar Wright fashion too. Like it's a definitive Edgar Wright intro in my opinion. So that would be my second pick there. So for second round here, we had Ethan. Yours was Boogie Nights, Saving Private Ryan, and Scott Pilgrim versus the World. So now, Ethan, you'll jump to the end of the queue here. And Logan, you are going to be coming up with the first pick in the third round.
Between two. I thought I'd get both of them, so I got to make the right choice here. I don't think one of them will come back around to me, though. It's a
Okay.
problem. I gonna go with a bit of a curveball here. We haven't done any animated films yet, but I'm gonna go with the opening scene from Up. I'm going with the opening scene from Up. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Literally my next one. That was
Yeah.
literally my next
Wow.
one.
I knew it wouldn't come back around to me because I figured Marco would go for it. I thought he would go for it, but that scene is so good that people online say the movie is not that good because it's not as good as the opening scene. Like that's their argument for how great they're like. It starts off like the best of any movie ever, and then it falls off. I'm just like that doesn't. Okay, I guess, but that is probably one of the that opening scene just gets me every single time. I'm like, it's so sad but so beautiful at the time. It really gets me.
I'm so mad. I'm actually genuinely upset about it. But yes, I'm with you. I mean, it just holds up. Like it's such a great like it shows that what 40 years, 50 years of life in
Yeah.
such a great way in the span of 15 minutes around
Yeah.
there. It's you got it. You got it good. I'm jealous. Okay. Well, I do have a backup, and I think it doesn't rival it. However, I think it is a good backup. I would even, I mean, I would have done Up and then this one if it came back around to me. I have to go with Inglorious Bastards. I have to choose Inglorious Bastards. The interrogation scene is what I remember. I have never hated a character so fast in my entire life. Like, you knew he was playing with her. You knew he was I felt like I was in the room and I was ready to just jump across that table and land a punch because, I mean, Mr. Waltz itself, he's the man and he makes you feel every every piece of anger in my body is definitely that one. I easily say I'm surprised no one took that in the first 2 rounds, to be honest with you. I thought for sure that was gonna get me grabbed. But yes, I think it's a steal. I would call that a steal, if you will.
That
Um,
was what I was deciding between with Up. I was like, God, I know they're neither of them are probably going to come back around.
I
But
still haven't seen it. Yeah, I haven't
Whoa!
seen Scott Pilgrim either.
What?
Yeah, I'm like, oh
Wild,
my goodness.
wild. We hate to see it. We hate to see it, Ethan. Ethan, your birthday's coming up. We'll see what comes. Maybe something will come in the mail for you. Maybe something will come in the mail for you.
I actually own
Uh,
it. I own both of
you
them.
own it and you haven't seen it?
I own both of them.
That's wild. That's absolutely wild. But yes, I'll stick with Inglorious. Great opening scene to an overall great movie. Um, Probably one of my favorite Quentin Tarantino movies too, to be honest with you. But I was in college when this movie came out, and I remember I snuck in a Chipotle burrito for this movie. I remember it. I remember this like it was yesterday. Remember it was like it was yesterday. College days, I wasn't paying those theater prices, y'all, for food and snacks. But yeah, definitely Inglorious. Ethan, round us out for
Ooh.
round 3.
All right. I think these last two, it's my team I'm building here. So I'm going
It's
to
your
go with
team.
picks that I really love. This is one I wasn't sure if we're going to count, but I'm going to go with the opening scene of Climax, which I know that movie is interesting, but that opening scene with the dancing and it's all one take is one of the most mesmerizing things I've ever seen. And even if you don't rock with the rest of the movie, I think you can look at that and just be amazed by it. And it sets up the rest of the movie perfectly too. Yeah, movie's just nuts.
Okay. I have no qualm with including it. I've
Yes.
only seen it once. I'm not gonna lie to you, and it was a fine movie when I
love it.
watched it. I thought it was totally fine.
It's just very interesting.
I get that. I get that. Okay. For our last pick, we'll do 4. If we want to do 5, we can add one more because we're kind of zooming through these a little bit, and we'll discuss them all too. We'll talk through them all. But my next one, I'm between two. I'm between a very wild card. Like I have a true wild card. I'm not sure if either of you have seen the Wild Card movie, and like one that's more well known. Okay, I'm gonna go the more well known one, and we'll do 5 if we want to go through it. But so I'm gonna go with The Ring, the opening sequence to The Ring. Not sure if you all have seen it, where it's the first introduction to the tape. And it's eerie. It's the dark tones of blues and whites and blacks and grays. And it's them discussing, like, have you seen it yet? And one of the girls is like, oh, turns out I have seen it, and it is the 7th day. And it like builds this tension so much, and then it flashes and then title card. I think it's one of the best done title cards as well in a horror film anyway. And we get our first like look at Samara, but not really. We don't know what's going on. You just know it's the videotape. And obviously from the trailer, you learn a little bit more. But the opening sequence, I think it sets it up so well. and it introduces you to the character and the relationship to the main character, which I feel like some people don't do in horror films. Like someone dies, and it's like, oh, they saw a picture of them on the road, and that's what introduces them there. There's actually a connection there, so you start to immediately jump into the scariness of it all, if you will. So I have to go with The Ring. Oh, Ethan, I think you froze. I thought Ethan was just thinking very intently.
I'm froze?
Yes. Or for me, you are.
He's good for me.
He is? Okay, hold on. Let me do one thing here. I wonder if I can turn off your camera and then turn it back on. People. And then let's see if it'll turn off, and then I'm gonna turn it back on.
This is crazy what you're doing to me out here.
Okay, yeah, I'm not joking. It's like straight up just like a picture of you.
Still?
Still, yeah. It's like you like this. Yeah, it's still that. That's so weird. I wonder if it is just me. Ethan, do you mind doing me a favor and
What's up?
logging out and logging back in? Like, there we go. Let's see if that works. And I'll obviously edit this. It'll be a great little moment where I can put in excuses for technical difficulties in the video. And then I guess I can. There we go. Let's try this again. There we go. And we're back. All right, cool. And so that would be mine. Mine would be The Ring. Who would be next? Ethan, you're next.
All right, since we're gonna do 5, I'm switching up my mindset here. This is an opening sequence that is disconnected from the rest of the movie. I'm gonna go with Jaws. This just sets up my fear of sharks for the rest of my life, and it was an opening scene that I always knew about without ever seeing the movie until just recently, and it's horrifying, and I think it's done so well. So that's what I'm going with.
I love that. I love that personally.
I had to go to Spielberg.
Dude, that was going to be my next pick, man. You stole my second Spielberg. Now I don't know what the hell I'm going to do.
You have 2 more to do, right?
All right, I'm going with the opening scene from the best Scorsese movie, Goodfellas. The opening scene in Goodfellas, man. In the car, it's late. Robert De Niro's passed out in the passenger seat. Get to the woods, man. Open the trunk. Can't beat it, dude. Can't beat it. They're burying the body. It's the best. I love the narration too at the beginning. Just really sets it up. It's great. Right into the title card, right? Telling you it's a true story, based on a true story. It's so good. I love that scene.
Love it. It's good.
Actually,
Okay, so now this is our last round. And this one we'll start with Ethan.
okay. This was one that's might be my personal favorite on the entire list, but it's one nobody was going to choose here, and it's a movie I don't even like. But I'm going to go with 28 Weeks Later. The opening scene of that movie is insane. It's easily the best of the series in a series of movies that I really love. It's because Danny Boyle directed this opening scene and then let the other guy do his thing, and he didn't do a good job. But it is insane. It is just complete chaos. And then you have this main character, Don, who ends up, getting out of there and escaping. And that's what ends up leading you to the rest of the movie. But it shows you what kind of character Don is as well. So it sets up the movie great. And the movie does nothing with it. But that scene is incredible, in my opinion.
I think it's a solid pick. That was definitely on my just in case. One of multiples of mine got picked, so I'm definitely I'm a fan. I'm a fan of that pick for sure. Logan, you're up.
Just still have one Spielberg on my list. I'm surprised nobody picked it yet, but I'm going with Raiders of the Lost Ark. The boulder scene, the booby traps, the score from John Williams. I mean, this is pure action blockbuster cinema right here.
Peak cinema.
Probably it really is. Like this scene, it's fun. It that boulder chase scene in the 80s, first time seeing that, probably everybody was like, what the hell is this? They were probably like, this is the coolest thing ever. But yeah, Harrison Ford that guy's the man. What an all-time legend. The score from John. It's too good.
Love it. I mean, that was my next pick. Fun fact. I do have a. You've gotten two of mine, Logan. You've stolen two of mine at this point.
I'm sorry.
You're okay. You're okay. You're picking great. Just means you're picking peak cinema, which is great. But no, my last pick has to be, and I'm surprised this is the first MCU entry into the draft, and I'm between two, and it is the original to the sequel. I don't know which one to go with. I think I'm going to go with the sequel and go with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 as my entry for it. It was between that one or the first one. I know it's the first time we see Star-Lord coming in, taking the ball, the stone. But the second one is just so fun. It is like you have like mini Groot just like dancing around. They're fighting that big blob of a monster, and the music it is so Guardians of the Galaxy at the same time, and it's just fun. You really understand. You really get a taste of what you're going to be in for the next 2+ hours when it comes down to it. So I would go with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. And I think Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 has the better overall soundtrack, in my opinion. So I think it does lean in. I got some eyes on that one.
I don't hate that.
I don't think I've seen this movie either.
Dude,
when you said the first one.
When you said Marvel, I thought you were going to go Infinity War when Thanos just kicks freaking Hulk's ass, dude. I was like, dude.
Spoilers.
If you haven't seen that by now, that's on you. We got Doomsday coming out in a couple months. We can't be waiting this long to see Infinity War. Have you really never seen MCU? We might be just pivoting this whole conversation about like what is going on.
No, like not really many.
That's so wild. What was the last?
Last MCU? Probably. Maybe Thunderbolts. What's the newest MCU?
I think it's
movie.
Thunderbolts.
Then.
Okay.
I like
so
that.
You're not totally at a loss. You're not totally at a loss.
Nah. Thunderbolts is really good.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Logan?
Dude, I fucked up. I messed up. I wanted to pick the Amazing Spider-Man 2 opening swinging scene, dude. No, that's the best swinging scene ever.
Sorry.
The shot of the logo and then it just like fades into his back, just dropping off the skyscraper. Oh, and then he's just swinging. I was like, this is peak Spider-Man right here. Yeah. And then the rest of the movie's but that scene is sick.
I don't mind that. I mean, that's an honorable mention. You have a good honorable mention there, I guess. I mean, I would. Yep. We're not doing sick now. We're leaving it at 5.
He's on my bench.
Yeah, there you go. On your bench. Yeah, no, you definitely took one of mine up, and you also took. I guess we can do that. Let's go ahead and go through and defend our 5, if you will, and just because I don't want to go first, I'm going to make Ethan go first. Defend your 5.
Am I just running through my whole team?
You give us a recap of your team and give us the full defense here. Why is this the best out of the 3?
Oh, okay. All right. I got 2001: A Space Odyssey, Boogie Nights, Climax, Jaws, and 28 Weeks Later. And I think this is a great 5 because it has a mix of the film bro-y movies, as Marco says, with, just the great openings. And then you have just some obscure movies like Climax and then 28 Weeks Later with some extremely well done openings that are insanely memorable and honestly maybe more memorable than the rest of the ones I picked. But I don't know. That's where I stand.
I'll take it. Logan, go for it.
So I went The Dark Knight. I went, what else? I went The Dark Knight, Up, Raiders, Goodfellas, and Saving Private Ryan. So I just went with 4 film row and then Up just thrown in there.
I like it.
Yeah, I think I got the best opening scene to a Pixar movie. Up is, it's no doubt about it. And then I got 2 Spielbergs in there, so I think I did pretty good. And then The Dark Knight, I mean, you just can't go wrong with the Joker introduction. Can't beat it.
Not at all. I love it. Love to see it. Okay, mine. Scream. You got Scott Pilgrim versus the World, Inglourious Basterds, The Ring, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I, of course, genuinely think I have the best one, the best 5 out of them. Mainly because I feel like mine's a little bit more variety based. Maybe Logan's is competing with me here with throwing in the Up. You might get the film broy, but adventure, you got some action, things like that, animated. But there's definitely more genre, I feel, in mine across the 5. But those are 5, but my 5, and I'll obviously put all this like in a graphic somewhere here. But that was a very quick draft we did on the best opening scenes. Let us know in the comments who has the best one. We'll be posting little tidbits of this on TikTok as well for people to fight it out in our comment sections there. Definitely don't forget to give Logan a follow. Don't forget to give Ethan a follow. Subscribe to all of their content. Any parting words, Logan, Ethan? For the viewers.
I had the best draft.
This was fun, man. This was fun. I need to rewatch it. Now I need to rewatch Scott Pilgrim. I haven't seen that in a while, but I need to rewatch it.
Definitely. I feel like I have to watch so many as well. Like Boogie Nights I haven't seen in a hot minute. I definitely feel like I need to jump in, especially with Ethan having that one so high on his list. I definitely need to tap right back in. Some ones that I'm very surprised though, before we jump out, and I'll re-edit this too to move this up front. I have like more popular ones that how did we not think of them, if you will. Anchorman was on that list of ones that could have definitely popped in. The Social Network as well. That was one that popped up. Let's see. The Fellowship of the Ring, which I was very impressed that nobody picked that one when I did some research here. I'm actually very impressed or surprised that nobody picked that one. Let's see. Jaws was a good one. Midsommar, if anyone was going to go a little horror, because that was like very unsettling, if you will. I almost went with Obsession. I'm not going to lie. I did. I thought, why not just try to tap that one in there? Just of how awkward it was. But I refrained. I refrained. And another one, Train Spotting. I considered that one, especially with it being its 30th anniversary. I thought that would have been a good one as well. But I think we have some solid wins here. But like I said, y'all, give Logan a follow, give Ethan a follow. We'll be doing more content like this over the next couple of weeks. These will be dropping on Tuesday, all round tables, whether it's a draft or just discussion. Will drop on Tuesday. But like always, like, comment, subscribe. Logan, Ethan, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.